Hey, how yous all going? This is Ian Harris from Australia here, your acrylic guru. That's me. Anyway, today I've got my sunglasses on and there's a reason for that. I'm going to do a self-portrait, but it's going to be abstract style. And my signature sunglasses are a part of me, and that's why I'm going to have them in the picture. So if you're going to do a portrait of yourself, abstract style or whatever, and you've got any significant features like tattoo, piercing, a hat you always wear, incorporate that into your self-portrait, and it's sort of putting your label on there so people who are familiar with you can relate it to your self-portrait. Now I'm just going to show you the picture that I'm going to paint. I'll just take these off for now because I don't want to be wearing them while I'm painting. So if you come over here and I'll show you my photo that I'm going to use for my self-portrait, okay? Alright, this is the portrait picture I'm going to paint. That's actually my Facebook profile picture. And as you can see, my sunglasses are a significant part in that picture, so they're going to play a part in the actual painting, okay? But the background is irrelevant. You can do anything for your background, alright? Alright, so the colours that I'm going to use, they'll go up the screen, just along here. There they go, look at them, eh? They're the colours that I'm going to use in this painting. You use whatever colour palette you want when you're doing an abstract painting, if you want it to suit the decor of where you live or something like that. But I'm just going to go for pretty similar colours that are in there. But why I want to do abstract, you can look at a painting, or not a painting, a photo, and you can sort of squint your eyes at it, and you can sort of get a gist of how you can scrape it on, paint it on, or blade it onto your canvas. So there's the size of my canvas right there that I'm going to use, alright? What I've done here, I've roughly sketched the outline of my face, the layout where the glasses, nose, chin, hair and so on, okay? It doesn't have to be exact, you don't even have to do this, but I just opted to do it for the hell of it. Now down here I've got my skin colour and I've got some of the raw sienna here, and I'm starting to make up my flesh colour that I want. I've already done some practices on a paper off camera before just to work out if I'm happy with that colour palette. It's pretty much a skin colour that I'm happy with. Using a knife, I can see where my face layout roughly is, okay? So I'm going to go in my hairline, I'm going to go a bit beyond that, and I want to bring this over the canvas. Now an abstract, the good thing about abstract is they're fun, they're easy and carefree. So I'm doing it in layers. I'm not worrying about my sunglasses or anything there, and the background will close all this in. I might just do the background in black just to make this pop, but there is my face. See how easy that was? Jeez, I'm not that complexion, but it'll do. And probably down here for my neck area. Alright. I gave that a light dry, but it's still damp. Now I'm going to use a flathead brush also to get some paint on there. Now I've mixed up that skin colour again, but with some extra raw sienna to get the darker tones roughly where I want in me abstract. Alright, let's put that darker tone back in there, okay, just like that. Now what I would suggest in any sort of abstract, if anything, leave the lighter tones over the top, so they're the last strokes that you put on there, are the lighter tones over the dark, okay? Now I'm sort of looking at my photo there, and I'm sort of squinting my eyes looking at it, working out where I want all these darker areas, and I'm going over this next bit to where my hair colour is going to be as well, okay? So I'm getting that on the brush and I'm just sort of abstracting it in there like so. You can squint your eyes and look at your reference picture, and it'll probably give you a better way of how to put your brush strokes. we don't want this to be too perfect. So I'm going to go squinting my eyes, looking at my reference picture, and I'm kind of coming where I want my dark areas to be, my shadows and stuff, okay? All right, now I'm working out where that's me darker colours there. I want somewhere where my nose is, but don't try and get caught into the trap of turning it into a more realistic painting. Just keep it abstracty, okay? Now I want to get my knife to keep it abstracty and just probably give it some sort of abstract feel about it. Get some more paint on there. I'll go the other side of the nose. That's the area I want it. That'll do. Now I've got a mouth, so my mouth's about here. All right. Now we're going to come back to this skin colour. And because it's abstract, there's a sharp edge against my neck and the depth in that collar. So I'm going to get this and just blade it in there. But my palette's in the way, so I'll have to go the other way. Just so I've got that sharp, but I'm using this to, that's it. I'm going to use this to go under to virtually create my chin area as well. Abstracty. We're getting that abstracty look. This is the skin tone just on its own with no other colour mixed into it. Now I'm going to get the bridge of my nose abstracted in. Boom. Use different knives if you feel. I've got another rounder one here to get the wings of my nose sort of in there. Something like that. That'll do. Abstracty. Now we'll sort of get some highlights on my forehead there that I could sort of see in the picture, so they'll sort of come down as well. There, maybe the side of me, and underneath me, I've got a bit of a chin going on there, and the bottom of my ear. Maybe this ear can have some in it. Now I've got some raw umber on my knife. I just want to distinctively get that darker line in my mouth. Abstracty, that'll do. And I'm looking. I have a distinct crease. Where's me? Somewhere above me. I'll put that there. And I probably want a bit more of this knifed in just to create that depth in that darkness around my hair. Trying not to get caught into the fact that it's going to be a proper painting, because sometimes I feel like I've got to do more detail, but let's not let that happen. Where else? We've got a little bit more darker in here. Just want it abstracty. I can't say that enough. And maybe distinctively get that chin line in a bit more. Just to break that up. And a bit of darkness in my ear. And maybe in the nose area a bit. Okay, I've got my yellow oxide there, and I want to get at least 3 different shades of it. So I'm going to put the white in it and get the first shade mixed down here on my palette. Just next to that in the blue cup is a substance called coffee. It's something I like to drink. Now this is my chosen colour I'm going to use for my hair. So virtually there's my darker tone, and then I'm going to mix up more white. I'll just do it now so that all the colours are there. Now I'm going to get some more white and mix up the second tone, which I want it to be a bit lighter than that first tone. Now this acrylic paint is a Tilia paint. It's very interactive and it's great to use. See, there's my second tone. Now from that I'm going to get the white again and come down and make another lighter colour there. So I've got my 3 tones. There's my 3 tones. Alright, I've got a rough idea where my hair is. Now I'm going to use the darker tone first, and then we'll finish it off coming forward with the lighter tone. So I'm going to virtually get my hair in here and abstract that into there, a rough shape similar to what it is in the photo, okay, which comes over here. Okay, don't be too particular. I keep thinking it's a detail painting, but it's not. And I'm going to have the background in here black. So there's me hair. I just grabbed another more stubborn hairbrush that's not going to fold and be floppy and weak on me. It's a bit strong, and I want to just transition these colour into there, just sort of a blurry colour. I'm wiping it on my paper towel as I go. I just want them sort of interacting with each other in a nice, softer way, but being abstracty. Can't say that enough. Down here, it's all abstracty. I want that coming over there, because with the hair, the white is really going to give it the depth, the shape and everything you want. So at least I've got some sort of dark shadow that's going to depict my style of a hairstyle, the way my hair is commonly familiar or looked at. Everyone has their own familiar hairstyle and their own significant things, whether it's sunglasses, tattoo, a piercing, a hat or something. So let's put them in there. Now, before I finish the face, I'm just looking at it. I'm grabbing some of the skin tone again with white to really highlight it. So it's going to be virtually highlighted skin tone. And I'm squinting my eyes, looking at my picture, and I'm putting some highlights into this here, somewhere in my chin. You know, squinting your eyes helps. I've got a bit of something on the ear. I've got a bit more on the nose there, actually. Don't have to be too perfect, just abstracty. Something against the top of the lips. That's distinctive, that chin area. See how it is? It's just... where's my glasses going to be? Somewhere there. So I want something there, and actually I don't like that too much. Got anything down here? Yeah, we got something sort of down there. See what I'm doing? That's just child's play, really. Something in that ear. Get some more on there. Alright, before I highlight the hair, I'm grabbing some more of the raw umber, and I just want to abstractly get that shadow underneath me hair, so it's given it that volume look in the hair. It's still abstracty, and a bit in there we can. I'm sort of want that going out into the hair, and I'm using the brush. I'm twisting it, just going all different ways. I'm no expert on abstract, but to me, I'm going to be happy the way the highlight will come over this and give it that look. Now I'm happy. We're getting there, and we've got the basis in there now. Now we're going to, or what I'm going to do, like I said, I'm no expert at abstract art, but abstract can be just anything. You can use all sorts of things to push the paint across the canvas or the board. Now what I want to do is, I'll probably do the glasses and the hair now, the colour of the shirt. While you're there, let's just get a colour of the shirt. What colour shirt can I wear? I'm going to put some gold. I've got some metallic gold left over from a big zebra painting I did. So I'm going to use that just to be different for the shirt, alright? So I'm going to use a blade or a knife for that. So let's get something appropriate. I've got some gold here. I'll start from the edge and bring that gold in. Beautiful, thick gold, metallic gold. You can use anything. I didn't want to use green because this kind of painting, I can't see green being appropriate in this, but a big chunk of gold at the bottom. It's going to have me blue sunglasses, rich blue sunglasses. I'm a bit of a sunglasses freak, so anyone that knows me personally would know that. And I'm just kind of blading this on so as I can get everything on there the way I want it. So I'm coming from the edges and where I want a distinct, sharp look. Oh, hang on, I'll put that on the other side of the knife because I've got to go the other way. So that's sinking my skin back into my shirt, okay? And we can, like I said, we're going to leave all that texture on there. What you can do is even try and use it to create the folds in the cloth, but if not, just scrape it on there. How's that looking? Now I'm going to do the hair before the glasses so my paint doesn't go off. Now we've got the yellow oxide. I'm going to bring that into that colour a bit. See, I'm still getting stuck into the habit of trying to make it realistic. I've got to stop thinking like that. So let's not worry about that. I want to highlight it. So I'm going for the middle tone of that hair colour that I mixed up on the palette before. I'm just going to grab that in the brush. I'm looking at the picture and we've got something here, some distinct highlights here. The middle colour, the middle tone that I've mixed up, okay? And they're coming across that shadow to sink the shadow back, okay? So we've got some over there, some there. We've got bits hanging out there everywhere. And I've got a distinct piece coming all the way down there. I'm going to make that one with a knife. So I want to sort of sink that darker bit back, just like I've done there. Now I want to grab my knife that I've been using, do a few more with the knife because I want it to have that abstract look. So we'll get a hair there. Maybe some out on the edge as well to get it sharp. Don't worry, my background is going to sink any edges of the painting that I'm not happy with. I'll tune it up with the background as I paint that on. Now we've got a bit of here, that's okay. That's alright, getting there, getting there. You sort of, like I said, I'm no expert at abstract, but you need to sort of squint your eyes and look at what you're doing and see how it's working for yourself. And try not to be too detaily or pickish. Now I've got the highlighted colour. I'm going to highlight now some of these distinct hair pieces. You know what? I'm finding it mixing with that other tone, so I'm going to dry that. Now I've dried that and I want to really highlight some of this hair now with the lighter tone that I made here and there. Well, don't have it too fat. You don't want to do a stupid ugly. We'll get some in there. Just like so. This is fun. Some down here. I'm just sort of highlighting all this. I don't want to make it lots of little lines. I've got to sort of, yeah, do that, I'm feeling. Get something over the top there. What do we got there? We got not much there. Now here I want to get rid of that. That's it. Now I'm happy with that. I'm going to get the pure white and highlight that now. Alright, I'm getting some white on my knife and I want to highlight the main bits, but I don't want to make the mistake of going overboard. And like I said in an abstract, I feel you need the lighter tones on the top of the painting. When I've done the black background, my words are getting all, I'm getting old. I might have to tease some of the white into that black just to sit everything down on top of each other, but I'm just sort of highlighting this with the knife, just like so. That's it, beautiful. Now I'm squinting my eyes, looking at the painting, my photo on the screen there, and now I'm going for some really white highlights that might be needed in the painting here and there. Some on the nose, a bit of the ear, because we're going to have that background very dark, so we need some lights against darks there. I've got the minimal there, I feel. Something there and something here. Not too much. Okay, I'm ready to do the glasses now. Now for my sunglasses, I've got the phthalo blue, the dioxine purple and some white. And I'm going to try and get the real dark blue mixed with this dioxine and highlight it with the white. Alright, now remembering it's an abstract, let's not get too carried away and think we've got to detail it. So I'm going to start off with the base colour that I'm using my sunglasses, so which is the phthalo blue. I've just slapped it onto this round shaped knife, and I want at least the sunglass to be the shape, that Ray-Ban shape that they have, okay? That's distinctive about it. I've blow dried a lot of this painting, so I'm using this rounder knife to get that shape roughly in there, okay? And then I'm looking at the thing. You want this reasonable shape, and then we'll do the other side, which coming in about that far away. I'm working from the edges of the glass actually, which is about over there, coming down. Once I've done this colour, I'm going to blow dry it so as I can incorporate the other. Or maybe I might not have to, who knows. See, it's picking up that white. And if you're really nervous about ruining your painting, you can stop at this stage and just, that'll do. But I'm sort of abstracting it, but with a bit of bit more, not detail, what would you call it? That's it. It doesn't matter if they're crooked. I just don't know where to stop. Okay. Now, they're stippled. I probably don't want it all stippled. I'll put some flat bits in it, just because I want to. There we go. Okay, I've mixed up some white. Still had some blue in it. I'm just going to try and... That's it. That's all I needed to do. And maybe something for the other side. That's it. That'll do for the glasses. Now I want the distinct rail across. So I'm going to grab my other knife. And I might use that darker colour I had. I'm blading that onto my knife. And I want it to about there. So let's see if that's going to... That's it. And we need something down the side of me ear as well, which is about there. Now I'm going to get some, the dioxine purple's dark. I hope that's going to, that'll do. Now we do have another, that's it. Alright, now I'm going to dry this so I won't contaminate the black background. So I'm going to dry that. As you can see, there's no resemblance at all because it's an abstract, but it will relate to my profile picture. Now I've just blow dried the edge. I didn't worry about all the internal bits. I'm getting my flathead brush. Use what's appropriate for you if you're going to do this. And I want to, it's important with this to bring everything to its distinguished shape. You don't want it too much out of proportion. But anyway, I'm just going to put the line in. That can be a bit crooked and abstracty. But for my, I don't know, let's say that down here, I've got my ear. I want to, that's my ear I'm creating there. Okay? Get all this done to the edge where you want it. And then with the hair, find your hair where you want your hair to be. You're getting all the, I'm getting all the edge done. And once I've done it, if I find this hair too buffy, I'll close it back in with the black. Alright? And then we'll keep this nice big brush strokes. I want to keep it big brush strokes abstracting. Now in my picture I don't have hair that far down, so I'll push that back. And this is how I'm going to, I'll work out towards there. And if it's too buffy compared to the picture, I'll taper it back closer to the head. And then what I will do when I'm finished is get the white and sort of drag it back over the black. So this is nice and thick and abstracty as well. Brush strokes everywhere. I've got an ear. Let's get this ear shaved in now. So get the shape of my neck down here, over the shirt. And then we'll block all this in. And then we'll have a look at it and work out what needs to be toned down by the black if I've got too much buffy hair or something's not quite good to the eye. It doesn't have to be a perfect painting, but so long as it looks good to the eye. Okay? I'm just grabbing the hair colour and then like sinking it back into the background like so, okay? Just where it looks a bit, oh, see what's happened, it's contaminated the black. I've blow dried that black, but not enough. Alright, I'm just blending these hair colour to the black so it's not so grade 5 looking. Sort of got some sort of professional style to it. And then I can stand back and look at what needs toning in or toning back, but I'm pretty happy with that. This side here I think is a bit more closer to my head, so I'm just sort of getting that done there. And now with an abstract, I feel the autograph needs to be different than your average painting. I feel an abstract, in my opinion, needs to be abstract as well. So you can do it a bit more distorted and larger, all right? And I also want to show you something about frames. I've seen a few people and friends of mine putting their paintings in frames, and I want to just tell you a little tip about framing. You put whatever frame you want on your painting, but it does help if your painted frame has a white insert either on the edge here or deep in there, okay? This with a frame on it gives it that look, and you can see what the white has done with this frame on this painting as well. It enhances it. If that was all black, it's got a totally different look, and when you put some white in your frame, it really gives that enhancement. Check it out and try putting some white in some of your frames if they don't have it. Alright, now I'm going to use a bright red for my autograph, so I'll put some red on my palette up here. I've got a little one up here. Because I do all my paintings on film, it saves me moving backwards and forward. Everything's got to be, if I can cut time down, it works better for me, because it can be very frustrating just on its own filming a painting. So it's just there, and it helps me, instead of moving over here and stopping and starting and stopping and starting. You just don't want to stop and start all the time, alright? So that's what I'm trying to tell you, and it's something simple. Now anyway, we're going to put my autograph on here, but we're going to abstract it. Don't be too carried away and get stupid with it. Now, I'll do my signature, my autograph the way I normally do, but a bit more bolder. So we're going to put a nice big name on here, and it's going to be a little bit different. Now, I picked up some gold in that, so I'm wiping it off because I do want the autograph to be red. See, I'm picking up gold, I'm wiping it off as I go. I'm putting a bit of pride into this autograph because it's abstracty, okay? And my signature has the distinct hook in the N. Just a big, ugly, broader signature, but it's given that look to it, I feel. All right, I pretty much think we'll call that it. And now I can enjoy my beautiful cup of coffee. Now, that's my distinctive sunglasses, and we have a basic abstract that I've just done for you to do today, okay? Something if you want to give it a go. Have a look at that. That's not too shabby, eh? Alright. Now I'm going to put that back up there like that. To me, normally I put a frame around my paintings, but I'm probably thinking abstracts don't need a frame, and if they do have a frame, it'll have to be the bloody right colour. My colour, black and white, won't suit that. So anyway, we'll call that done. I hope you like this little exercise that I did for you out there today, and I'm sorry I haven't been around recently, but I'm trying to get back on board, alright? All the best to everybody, goodbye, good luck, and good on ya!